My name is Stephen Anderson, and this is my introductory speech. This is my audience.
And
When I first moved to the South, one of the biggest things that I noticed was the phrase Southern hospitality. And everybody I met, they had very good manners and they were well raised. And I found out that that was all because they were raised on, or they were well disciplined by their parents, rather. And so when I found that out, I realized that we had a lot in common. Even though I wasn't from the South, my parents disciplined me a lot. They corrected me on actions when I did things wrong. And so a lot of my childhood was pretty much trial and error. How much could I get away with without getting in trouble? How many things could I say before my parents started getting upset? Things like that. So I'd like to start off with a story about when I was about 8, my parents took me to Atlanta to see my father's mother's side of the family. And while we were there, we just kind of had a cookout and a barbecue and got together, and it was really nice. But for some reason, I was really obsessed with the lemons that they had there, and I kept squeezing them and putting them in my water, and just I guess trying to make lemonade out of what they had there. And eventually, my uncle called me out on it and said, "Hey, we need these lemons to eat with, and for other people to flavor their water and things like that." And it was fine. He didn't make a big deal out of it, and I was okay with stopping for a little while anyway. So after we ate and we started a movie, and so I snuck back over to the table and started squeezing some more lemons in my water. And my mom saw me, and so she pulled me into the guest room that we were staying at, and she gave me quite the stern talking. And that's probably one of the biggest things that I remember from my childhood as far as discipline goes. I don't think I've ever been talked to like that since, nor spanked. But my main point of that was, I do believe it is very important for parents to discipline their kids in a reasonable way. Unnecessary beatings, that's obviously not necessary, but when a child does something wrong, I do think it's important to correct them a certain way, like cleaning your room, for example. When I was younger, I'd say I cleaned my room to my parents, and my parents would be like, "Well, I'm going to go check." And and then I'd be like, "Oh wait, I forgot something under my bed," which was basically everything. So I think it's important children understand that parents are trying to help them by making them better through discipline, rather than just senseless beatings. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.